Warning, this story is extremely scary. Viewer discretion is advised.
The game that remembered. I dropped into the island the same way I always had. Glider whining against the wind, the familiar square grid of the map unfolding beneath my boots. Chapter 1. The old map. Comfort food. Tilted towers glittered below me like broken teeth, windows flashing as other players dove toward it. I landed on the brick apartment near the clock tower and smashed through the roof. Wood splintered, dust bloomed, and for a moment everything felt normal. Too normal. That feeling died with my first elimination. The other player rounded the stairwell, shotgun raised. I fired first. The blast didn't just knock them down, it lingered. I saw the exact moment their body reacted. The armor denting inward, the way their shoulders twisted unnaturally as momentum carried them back. The sound wasn't the usual pop and vanish. It was heavier, wet, and final. They didn't disappear right away either. They collapsed in slow motion, pixels stretching like the game forgot how physics worked. Their eyes, why could I see their eyes? Stared at me, wide and glassy, before the body finally dissolved into loot. I stood there, breathing hard. Okay, I muttered. I guess it was just lag. I moved on. Tilted was chaos as usual, gunfire echoing between buildings, ramps snapping into existence, but every fight felt wrong. At Pleasant Park, I caught someone sprinting across a lawn. When I eliminated them, their legs folded backward in a way that made my stomach clench. The animation was too detailed, joints bending like real joints shouldn't. What the heck, I said. OG Fortnite never looked like this. At Retail Row, I took cover behind a car. An enemy rushed me with a pickaxe, screaming through their microphone. I fired point blank. The impact made them jerk like a puppet with its strings cut. Their bodies slid against the asphalt, leaving a faint smear that vanished a second too late. I backed away from the screen. "This isn't right," I whispered. The storm closed in as I rotated toward Dusty Depot. The warehouses loomed, red metal hulks cracking in the wind. Inside one, I heard footsteps, slow and deliberate. I tracked the sound, heart pounding. When the player appeared, they didn't jump or panic. They just stared at me. I fired. The bullets hit, and I watched every reaction. Muscle tension, the shuddering recoil, the way their mouth opened as if trying to speak. When they fell, their hand twitched once before fading out. My testicles shriveled up cold, and my spine was tingling. I was half horrified, half laughing, reacting to the sheer wrongness of it. I had never seen these graphics before in a game of Fortnite. The silence afterward was the worst part. I ran. At Loot Lake, the water reflected the sky like black glass. I crossed the island, counting my steps. 5, 10, 15, each pace about a foot, grounding myself in something measurable, something real. Then the water rippled behind me. A sniper shot cracked the air. I spun the fire back. The elimination was brutal. The enemy's body slammed onto the dock, spine bending at an angle that made my teeth ache. They didn't vanish immediately. The lake lapped gently against their side as if the island itself was watching. I could swear the storm was breathing. I pushed toward Salty Springs, houses packed too close together, doors hanging open. Inside one, I heard muffled sobbing through a headset, a player hiding in a bathroom. I hesitated. Then they rushed me. The fight was short, the result wasn't. Their body crumpled against the tile wall, head snapping sideways, limbs folding in a way no animation should allow. Their loot spilled out slowly, clinking to the floor one item at a time, like punctuation. I didn't even pick the loot up. By the time I reached Greasy Grove, my hands were shaking. The neon signs buzzed overhead. I eliminated another player near the burger joint and had to look away as their body twisted midair, caught between jump and death, frozen for half a second too long. I realized something then. Every elimination was becoming more detailed than the last. More graphic, more disgusting, more bloody. The game was learning. I fled south through mud and fog into moisty mire. The swamp smelled damp even through the screen. Trees creaked. Water sloshed around my boots. A player lunged from behind a log and I fired on instinct. Their body hit the mud with a sound that stuck with me. They sank slightly before dissolving, as if the ground didn't want to let go of them. I made it to Anarchy Acres as the final circle shrank. Cornfields rustled. A scarecrow loomed. I spotted the last opponent near the barn. We faced each other across the field. When I eliminated them, the animation was horrifyingly precise. The way their knees buckled, the way their torso twisted as gravity claimed them. For a split second, they looked real. Then the Victory Royale banner flashed. Bright, cheerful. But I sat there in silence, listening to the menu music play like nothing had happened. I haven't played Fortnite since, because I'm afraid if I do, the island will remember me, and next time it won't stop watching.